Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday, the 18th. Hopefully you guys had a great day today. Don't forget to come in, like the live, share it, follow, whatever you need to do. Join the fan club, it's free. We'll give it a couple minutes, then we'll get started. Welcome in. We're just getting started, so nobody's missed anything. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hello, everybody. We're just getting started. Hello, everybody. Thank you for liking. Yes, make sure you like, share, follow, and join the free fan club. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Where are you from, Sharon? Oh, wow. Welcome. I'm here in the United States in Texas. How's the weather there today? Oh, wow. It's hot and dry here. So, Sharon, in Wales, are people open to spirituality, or are they closed-minded toward it? Are they more religious, or are they open to various aspects of spirituality? Welcome in, everybody. We'll give it one more minute and we'll get started. We're just getting started here. And as always, we do the channel messages and then the main read, and then at the end, in exchange for a gift, I will answer one question per person for all of you. And for those of you that do not know me, my name is Dr. Tabby Cat. I am a spiritual guru. I am a transpersonal counselor. I help those heal from inner child wounds. I help those awakening, going through the dark night of the soul. I help align the chakras. I also do energy healing. I also do sound healing, plus spirituality work. And I also make products, and I actually have a sample here because I have one that's going out tomorrow. So when you receive it, it will be like this, and also in a shipping box. And this person ordered my little wax melts because I make candles, perfumes, cold processed soaps, lip gloss, and I think that's it. But everything's handmade. Everything has good intentions set into it. So she ordered this for her husband. It smells like a men's cologne, but it's all natural. It has calendula on it, and in it, all of it's made out of coconut. So if you're allergic to coconut, don't purchase my products because they all have coconut in it. It's got all the good ingredients you need: cocoa butter, shea butter, and then these are my wax melts, and they have the same scents as the candles. And like this one is called Rose Renaissance, and so it smells like a real rose. Okay, so that is just a sample, and if you need the website, it's on my profile page, and you can get to it. And you can also look on my YouTube page. I have and on my TikTok I have samples of all the products I make. All right, so that's it for that. Let's get into the channeled messages. All right, so for Tuesday, August 18th, and like I always say, if any of the channeled messages resonate with you, they don't all have to resonate. It can be one part that resonates with you. then you can let me know. You can DM me or just put in the chat on how it resonates, okay? All right, so to start, we have someone drives an SUV, or they are driving an SUV, and they need their ex to hand them some Rolaids and their mug of water. So somebody is basically telling on themselves they're driving their SUV and their ex is in the front seat. So they're having an affair with their past, their ex. Okay. Now the next one is a gal of the night, a streetwalker. Let me see. With a gal of the night, a streetwalker has or needs an IV trying to get a cab, and YHX, meaning she is called Your Highness. Her nickname or street name that they call her is Your Highness. So she's on the streets, finishing up her nightly work as a streetwalker. She needs an IV placed. She's having some health concerns, and they call her Your Highness, okay? Then we have a young fox named Mio, who is a foe, is caught outside begging. So a young male who is handsome, his name is Mio, but he's a foe, is caught outside begging. All right, so that's his karma. Then it says somebody with the initials JC has HPV and high blood pressure. All right, then we have question. JD is down low and performs raw with Zach. I'm not sure why we needed to hear that, but that is a channeled message. Somebody's initials are JD and somebody's name is Zach. All right, then it says Mo and Luis. What is this? Okay, whatever. I don't know what that was. Some kind of restriction. Let me see what it was. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Let me read that. Okay. All right. They were saying something about my products. They didn't want me to have people go to outside stores to purchase stuff. All right. So where were we? Okay. Mo and Luis. To stay on there. Okay. Somebody named Mo and Luis need to stay on their P's and Q's this week to equalize some situation, okay? So if your name is Mo and Luis, you need to stay on your P's and Q's this week to make sure a situation is balanced. All right, someone named Gus and Nick need to sort faxes and queue. So Gus and Nick, if you're at work and you're not doing your job, you need to sort some faxes in the queue. You're not doing that. All right, then we have someone named Kenjin. Kenjin in Kentucky, and also goes to the University of Washington, is going with John and Jay, catching a lift to the University of Wisconsin to ignore BS and go watch sports on TV. That was a lot. All right, so they must each go to different colleges. All right, now we have the number 3, Gemini, is clever thoughts and emotional maturity. Then we have Gemini again, so that's 2 Geminis in the upright that are clever and emotionally mature. Then we have Venus in reverse, so somebody's beauty is fading. And remember, this read is all about the enemies, so a lot of this is gonna have to do with the enemies in the energy. All right, then we have number 4th house, which is Cancer, and it's in the upright, so it is a nurturing nature. And then we have 2 Aries in reverse. Remember, that's the Emperor energy. So we have 2 Emperor energies, father energies in reverse for being controlling and abusive. Then we have the Pluto sideways. They're not transforming in the right direction. Then we have a Scorpio sideways. Their secrets are coming out and now they're staying silent. And now they're being humiliated like they try to humiliate somebody else. Then we have Neptune in the reverse. They're not listening to their spirit guides, so they're losing all protection of their spirit guides. Then we have a Libra in reverse. They are not balanced and they're not getting justice for a situation. Then we have Gemini again with mischievous actions. Then we have Neptune in the upright with instinctive knowledge. All right, then we have the 5th house, Leo, childish, fertility, gambling, and self-expression. Then we have Pluto in the reverse, not modifying their lifestyle. Then we have the Sun, which is happy, abundant, and shining. Then we have 2 11s. 11 could be significant. That's the Aquarius with wish fulfillment and your soul tribe. And then we have the 6th house, Virgo, with wellness, nurturing, and stable. So that's it for the channeled messages. All right. Excuse me. I'm still getting over my allergies. Okay, so for today's reading, we have 4 piles, and this is what's the tea on the enemies in our energy today. All right. So we're going to talk about for each pile, for each enemy, we're going to say what their mind, body, and soul and how their relationships are going. And then we're going to clarify. And of course, it's going to bring up other stuff too, because I have various decks here that we're going to use. And we're going to get their zodiac sign and the state that is significant for them. Okay, so we will get started. So in each of these, we have the archetype for each of them. And I got a feeling for each of them on how they're feeling right now. And then I got some channeled messages that I pulled for each of them. And then we'll get the cards, okay? So for pile 1, pile 1's archetype came out as the beggar. They're dependent on others to the exclusion of effort. Okay, so this is somebody that is now seen as a beggar. This is somebody's enemy. All right. So the feeling they got is they see you happy. They're upset and not satisfied because you're happy and they see you're shining bright like the sun. Okay, just like the channel messages. And they're not happy about that. They are closing their eyes, trying not to watch you, but they can't help it. They have to watch you. All right. So for some of the channeled messages that I got are, they have a criminal background. Somebody that they are with that is pregnant, they actually are not they either are the person that's not pregnant or the person they're with is not the father of the pregnancy. Okay, they got pregnant by somebody else. This person has abusive behavior. This person has daughters or is a daughter. They have mental health issues and they may be viral online, and they have a stepsister, or they could be a stepsister. And then for the other channel messages that I got are, they have, excuse me, they have an altar of you with your picture on an altar that they do bad things to. They are crying over you. This is a male that we're speaking of, so it is a male figure or someone. And then they may be on probation or used to be on probation. They could have been in jail or prison for manslaughter. They drive a motorcycle. They're saying that they have an alibi for something that they've done. They were in the military. They do have children. They may have erectile dysfunction. Remember, it is a male. It says a baby is in the future. So that person who got pregnant, remember, it's not theirs, it's somebody else's. They may want to ask you on a date again. They are in a cult or coven. It says you passed the exam. So this means you passed your test with this person. You didn't go and stay with this person. When you started noticing the red flags, you left. It says you will be receiving a spiritual inheritance or will for passing your test. And something about rigor mortis. So they may have unalived somebody with that manslaughter. It says they're all into conspiracy theories. They were under the influence while driving and caused manslaughter and to unalive someone. They're on various dating sites and they curse your name each and every day. All right. So this is on pile 1, the beggar. All right, so let's see. Where should we start with the beggar? Let's see what the zodiac signs is for the first pile. We'll do it a little bit backwards today. Give me the zodiac signs that we may be dealing with for the first pile, beggar. What's the zodiac signs for the first pile? Okay, zodiac signs for the beggar, the enemy in our energy. It's the zodiac signs for the beggar, the enemy in our energy. So it could be, they could have a Mercury in Sagittarius. Here's this beggar energy. And they could be Yang, which we said. And we have Pisces, Sag, Libra, Aries, Gemini, and Aries. And we have Scorpio. So Scorpio, Sag. Any more for the beggar, the enemy in our energy? And we have Aries, which we said. So Aries, Scorpio, Sag. And then we have Libra, Pisces, Gemini, and Capricorn. Any more for the zodiacs for? And we got Virgo. So it could be a Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, and Sag. Any more for the beggar? The sun. They could have a sun in Virgo. Any more for the beggar? Any more for the beggar? Zodiac signs for the beggar enemy. All right, let's see. So they could be an air sign. Then we have 7, which is Libra. They could have an opposition as an earth sign. So earth sign is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. All right. So we got earth signs, we got Libra, air signs, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have a Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, okay? So those are the possible signs that resonate with pile 1, all right? So let's get into the cards now. All right. And I'm using my Incubus deck because, you know, the Incubus is an attachment. It's a demonic attachment. It's low vibrational, and it is for the enemies. All right. Give me something on the beggar, the enemy in our energy. What can he... that's right. I need... give me something for the mind for the beggar. Give me something on the mind for the beggar. How they think, what they feeling. Give me something for the mind. Okay. Give me some more for the mind of the beggar. Fool. Okay, so for the mind, for this beggar, the way their mind thinks is they thought that they could bind you two together, and they thought they could use mind control to keep you guys together with money. So they give you one breadcrumb of a coin, and then they think they got you hooked like a magnet, and they feel like their powers are going to work over you. So they do a lot of mind control, and they also feel like a fool because you left them quicker than they knew that you would. They didn't think that you would leave them. So in their mind, they were thinking they had it made, that you were going to stay with them. And then if you look in the Fool card, you even see the dog, which is usually spirit, but their spirit is dark, so they have the devil as their spirit. The devil is trying to take the only bag of goodies that they have left in life. So they've lost everything, and they only have that, and the devil's even going to take that from them. And that is their karma for messing with you. All right, and there's a lot of red in here. So red deals with the root chakra, so they could do a lot of root work on people or try to. They could be a practitioner. And remember, a lot of times the men are spiritual. They just don't admit it, and they don't admit that they have spiritual gifts. So, all right. Let's get some more. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Clarify the Two of Pentacles for the mind of the beggar. Clarify the Two of Pentacles for the mind of the beggar. Yeah, the King of Swords. They are somebody very, very cold. They literally have no heart at all. They are very cutthroat. They will cut you off in a heartbeat. They will be very abusive with their words. They sit there nonchalant. They don't care if you come up to them crying, talking about, well, you just had your car stolen and all your money taken. They really don't care. They're just wondering why you're bothering them with it. And look, he's got his foot on the skulls. And his whole chair is made of skulls, people that have passed, people and animals. So he could do sacrifices, animal sacrifices. And of course, he wears his crown. He feels like he is God. There is no other God above him. All right, let's get something. Clarify the Fool for mind. All right, the Four of Wands. They feel like a fool because they were celebrating, thinking that they had you in the bag. All right. Well, they celebrated too soon because you done left their butts behind and they're facing karma now. And as you see, they're doing a ceremony under the moonlight, so they might do moon magic as well. And this could be somebody from your past, an ex. And remember, these can be exes, they can be anybody you're in a relationship with, they can be family members, any of that. All right, give me something for the body. How does this beggar treat their body or feel about their body? Give me something on the body for the beggar. The Nine of Wands, they're wounded. They wound their body. They don't care about what they put in it or what comes out. All right, give me more on the Nine of Wands for the body for the beggar. Give me more on the Nine of Wands for the body of the beggar. Ooh. King of Wands. So they probably have a lot of unprotected relations with people, and that's why they're wounded. And also, when you open yourself up to a lot of people, that causes attachments. They could have up to 9 attachments of various demons that they've let in, including the succubus, incubus energy. And then we have the star underneath with healing. So they definitely need some healing, and that's probably why they liked your energy, is because you are very healing and you're of the light. And they are facing a tower moment, meaning that is a lot of physical pain, ailments that are going on. Yeah, because they think they're this magician and they're playing with stuff they shouldn't be playing with. All right, give me something on their soul, this beggar soul. Give me something on this beggar soul. All right, the King of Cups. They like to come off as being emotionally balanced and nice and sweet, but they're not. They're very dark. Yeah, he's sitting there very serious. There's actually no water. If you look, there's no water around him at all. That means he has no emotions. So this King of Cups is all dried up. He's all cried out. Hold on just a second. All right. All right, so they're very cold, just like the King of Swords, because that's their true mindset, is the King of Swords. But they like to come off to people as being the King of Cups, but there's no water near them. The water is all behind them. Like it's in the background. It's not even touching them. Yeah, it's all dried up. They're just very cold-hearted. And, you know, it's due to family issues, traumas caused by the family in the past that they've never healed from. And it looks like they've turned you into the Queen of Swords because they were very cold and you were very nurturing to them. You ended up turning cold toward them. It doesn't mean you're cold toward everybody else, just toward this person. So you matched their energy. And you are probably very cutthroat with this person when you see them. All right, give me more on the soul. Give me more on the soul for the beggar. Give me more on the soul of the beggar. All right, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, they do things very quickly. They may place a lot of things on their body for torturous reasons, just to feel pain. But yeah, they do things very quickly. Yeah, because these wands are pointed at the ends and they're coming straight at them this way from the divine. And with all the clouds, there's a lot of fogginess. They definitely don't have any type of clarity going on. So their soul is all muddled. Okay. Now let's see what's going on with their love relationships. What's going on and what's the tea on their relationships for the beggar? The Emperor, of course, like we said, the Emperor is the Aries. It came up reverse in our channeled messages. They're very abusive. They abuse their power. They want all control. And that's all they care about is control. Give me more about their relationship. So what could have happened for their karma is you ended up leaving this person, and so now the divine decided to send in somebody that was just as controlling as they are, and now they're stuck. They're stuck living out the consequences of what they did to you. Give me more with the Emperor on their relationships. Yeah, the Empress. They got somebody equally as terrible as they are, and equally cold and authoritative. Yeah, this Empress looks like she wants to like murder them. Look at her look on her face, and she's like in the ready position to jump at any moment. She's like, I dare them to speak to me that way again. What is she holding? It looks like she's holding a papaya that's cut in half. Again, with a lot of the red root energy, so things are not stable for them. They try to play like they are stable, but they're not. And then we have death. They refuse to transform. They refuse to heal and put in the work that they need to put in. Ace of Wands, they see you getting new beginnings, and they keep wondering why they're not getting any new beginnings, and they're trying to hold on to your new beginnings to win off of you, but it's not going to work. Two of Wands, yeah, they keep planning more and more things for your downfall, but it's not happening. Because they're still going to see you shine, and they're going to still be in the dark. Yeah, you're single and successful, and you truly are the Queen of Cups, because you truly do have nurturing feelings. All right, let's see. Give me some more on the beggar, the enemy in our energy. The beggar, give me more on them with mind, body, and soul, and the tea on their relationships, please, and thank you. Give me more on this beggar enemy. All right, social events. Establish contact, invitation, and fellowship. They, like I said, could be an occult, a covenant, or you may see them out at some establishment, some fellowship. You may get an invitation from them to go to a social event. All right, give me more on the beggar enemy energy. Give me more. Ah, shucks. All right, we have fake death. So they could be one of those that like to be into fraud and fake somebody's death for the insurance money. And then also with that, they're keeping secrets, hiding truths, and disguising themselves. They're always wearing a mask. Give me more on the beggar, the enemy in our energy, the beggar. Give me more on their energy, please, and thank you. All right, yes, they try to come off as they're this Romeo, your idealistic lover, very passionate, but their moods change quickly. And then they try to feel like they are the metaphor of love, okay? They flirt and they're very seductive, but that's that incubus, succubus energy, all right? So they definitely wear a mask all the way around. All right, any more on the beggar with this deck, please and thank you. All right, we got eager. Yes, they are all in their ego. Pride and ego. That's all they care about is themselves, especially with that emperor energy. Any more from this? All right, it says wise, trustworthy, caring, and optimistic. They know that that's who you are, so they try to mimic that, but they're not. All right, any more from this deck on the beggar? And then we got wooing, seek, search, encounter, and chase. So they want to come back and chase you because they're not happy with the relationship. That is their karma. But littlest do they know you're going to reject them. And they may even offer you that wedding you always beg them for. All right. And they may do it under the moonlight because we already know they do moon magic. All right. And they're seeking help from wiser counsels on how to do this. So probably they're friends who know nothing about what to say to them. And their friends know that they're crazy for even trying to do this. All right, let's see what else. Give me something on the beggar, the enemy in our energy, the beggar. Tell me something that is unknown and hidden about this beggar, the enemy in our energy. Give me something that is under the moon, secret and unknown about this beggar in our energy. We have together, yes, they're going to want to offer you that ring you always wanted that they refused to give you in the first place. They're obsessed with you. They are a player, and they really just want to hook up, and that's it. Any more on this beggar energy? That's an enemy in our energy. We have unavailable, yes. They're unavailable because why? They're already in a marriage that was karmic, that the divine sent to them to get their karma from. They're also emotionally unavailable, and they're not stable. Yeah, like I was saying, unstable. You already know the red flags. Any more on the beggar for this deck? Any more for the beggar, our enemy in this deck? Okay, so that's it for that. All right, so we will get this deck. This deck can give us more insight on the person themselves. Give me something on this beggar, the enemy in our energy, and tell me more about them personally and what they are going through as we speak. Give me the energy on pile one, the beggar. Anything we should know about with pile one, the beggar. And excuse me for clearing my throat so much. Like I said, I'm still having my allergy issues. Give me something on the beggar, the enemy in our energy today, please. Welcome in to those that just came in. We're on pile one. We're doing 4 piles of the enemies in our energy and what they're going through with their mind, body, and soul and their current relationships, okay? All right, give me something on the beggar, please, that we should know that is hidden from us that we do not know. This is the enemy in our energy, pile 1, the beggar. I'll split it in half. Give me something on the beggar. The enemy in our energy, please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Something on the beggar. Anything that is hidden that we need to know. Give me anything that is hidden that we need to know on the beggar in our energy. This beggar enemy in our energy, please and thank you. Any more from this deck for the beggar? I'm gonna love you until you hate me. And the song Black Widow just came on, so they could be with the Black Widow. Who knows? Anything else? And hold up. I'm gonna love you. Any more from this deck? Nothing, nugget or nothing. All right, so let's see what we got. All right, we got quite a bit for this person. All right, so for the pile 1, the beggar that is in our energy, that is an enemy. It says they're only in it for the money. So they only date people and marry people for the money. And guess what? They are married. So they are married to that karmic Jezebel, who is what the divine sent to them. It is their equal. They have hidden bank accounts. That is something we are unaware of. They have hidden bank accounts, so they probably hide money from their wife. They are scared of spirituality. Why? Because we tell all the tea. They do have an STD. They do have mental health issues. Like I said, they have a lot of unhealed wounds. They're in love with 2 people, probably you and that person they're with. And they are a thief. And it says, I know what I need to do. They know what they need to do, but they're just lazy. They're not going to do the work. They are an alcoholic. And there's somebody who really doesn't like to commit. Like I said, they're just doing it for the money. So that's all this person is interested is what they can get from people, what they can steal from people without having to do the work themselves. And like I said, the divine will always send you exactly what you need. So they sent them exactly what they needed, and that is the person they are with right now. Taking everything from them, and that's why they have to hide their bank account. All right, we're going to get the states that they are significant for this one. And I will get a closing message as well. So I'll do the closing message and then the states. Okay. And I thank everybody that is here right now. Thank you for showing up. Make sure you like the live, share, follow, join the free fan club. Okay, let's see. So let's get some states that the beggar is significant for. Let's have some states for the beggar. Now the song Leave just came on by JoJo. telling them to get out. It is the end between you and them. Any more states for the beggar? And I wonder if all the lies treat me right, but you were just a waste of time. Remember this, this person was in the military, so they probably traveled a lot. Who knows? They probably have a family in every state. On a bumped your head. I have the number on your phone. Maybe I'm the one to blame. Okay, so the states that we have are, for pile 1, the beggar, we have Maine, Georgia, Connecticut, Hawaii, Wisconsin, Oregon, Idaho, Maryland, Wyoming, and Alaska. All right, so those are all the states that are significant. Now I get a closing advice for pile 1. Remember what I'm saying. Let's go to this. All right, let's get some closing advice for pile 1, the beggar. The enemy in our energy, the beggar. Can we have some closing advice, please, for the collective on what they should know or be aware of? The beggar advice. Please give us some advice on the beggar. I would expect conversation or them showing up out of nowhere. Quick conversation, or they'll just show up out of nowhere. Yeah, they're going to tell you about their sob story of everything that they lost. They could be dealing with a Leo. So they're going to come at a time when you're shining at your peak height in your career or project or whatever. It could just be a happy day for you. They're going to come and bring the clouds in and start crying and telling you, basically trauma dumping all of their bad onto your good day. Yeah, tell you they're heartbroken. And give me more on the advice for the collective, for the beggar. Give me more. And when they come back, they're still going to be, they're having sleepless nights. They still have options open and available at any time, that player. And they're still going to be breadcrumbing you and holding back, okay? And they're not going to tell you everything that they did to you. They're going to blame it all on the Jezebel wife and act like they were innocent, okay? So that was pile 1, the beggar. I'm going to see if we can get some letters for some names on pile 1. All right, so let's see. Let me have some names for pile 1, the beggar, of who this signifies. Pile 1, the beggar. Give me some initials for some names, please, and thank you. Never made another beggar. All right, so let's see. Oh, I got 2 W's out here, a V, an I, and an A. We got Auburn, Anthony, Alec, Austin, because remember, it's a male that came up for this pile. And Any other A names? W's, William, Wade, Wally, Waldo, Wilford, Winston, William, did I say that? Or Bill would be the other name for him. Then we have V, Victor, Vaughn, Van, Vincent. Okay, and then I. We have Isaac. I can't even think. So we got A, W, W, V, and I. All right. Any more for the beggar? Any more letters for names for the beggar, please? We got X. So it could be a definite X of yours. All right, so that is for pile 1. Now we will move on to pile 2. The same thing, mind, body, soul, the T on their relationship now. All right, so this person they're coming up for the archetype of the prince, which is using power for self-aggrandizement. So they use their charm and good looks to get what they want, okay? They're coming up as the prince. And they are feeling perky. Well, not really. They see you feeling perky. All right, so you have an increase in enthusiasm and energy. They're not so happy about it. All right, so the channeled messages I got for this pile is they are a frenemy to you. They're not your friend. They pretend. The spirit guides and ancestors are all around you, protecting you from this person. This person is jealous of you, probably jealous of your looks, whether you're male or female. Okay, and this could be an ex-lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband. This one says, I am not in love with you. And they are a father or something about their father. And it says, do not text back or answer the call. And that could be them ghosting you, or that could be spirit guides telling you not to answer theirs. Okay, and then we also have, for the channel messages, spiritual gifts. They could not like your spiritual gifts, or they themselves have spiritual gifts, but they use it for the dark. All right, and then we have gay, so they could be somebody that likes the same sex. That could be why they're jealous of you. It says they owe a lot of child support. There's somebody that has a lot of kids and they owe a lot of child support. They have multiple IDs and names, so they change their name with their appearance every day. They're into fraud and fraudulent activities. They could be a security guard. They drive a work vehicle. They do cyber crimes, like I said, stealing other people's names and identities. Forensics is involved with something from the past they've done. They could have been a lottery winner, or maybe you're about to win the lottery and they watch you do that. Hate crime, so there's somebody that has hate in their heart and does hate crimes. Coercion, there's somebody that coerces people into doing things for them. Copies your work, all right? They copy your work to make money. They drive an SUV. Cross-dresser, this person not only is gay, but they want to look like you if you're a female as well, or a male, whichever one. But they also have the clap. So they have an STD, okay? So they are the prince. So we'll do just like we did. We'll start with the zodiac signs. Holy Spirit, give me zodiac signs and houses for the prince, the enemy in our energy, please and thank you. The prince. Give me zodiac signs and houses for the prince, enemy energy. All right, zodiac and houses for the prince, enemy. What zodiacs and houses are we dealing with for the prince energy? Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They could have Mars in any of those water signs. Zodiac signs for the prince energy. The prince energy. Give me zodiacs. And we got house 12, Pisces. So we already said that with the water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Any more on the prince? House 9, which is Sagittarius. So water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Sagittarius. But guess what? House 9 Sagittarius is all about spiritual growth. Any more on the prince? Enemy in our energy. Okay. We have Venus. They could have a Venus in Aries, which is house 1, and we got house 1 as well, so double Aries. House 6, which is the Virgo. They could have a Uranus in Gemini or Leo. Wow. So Leo, Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Cancer, and Scorpio. All right. So that's the signs for pile 2, the prince. All right. So let's see. Where did I go after that? All right, give me something for pile 2, the prince, the enemy in our energy, please and thank you. The prince, the enemy in our energy, please and thank you. Give me something on their mind. Give me something on their mind for the prince. Something on their mind, the prince, their mind. Give me their mind for the prince. All right, so okay, so as far as their mind goes, they could be somebody who drinks a lot in their family. All right, so they're not thinking clearly. They don't have clarity. As you see, it's very foggy by the house. You can't see that far. And they probably drink every night. And they don't pay attention to their kids. They're looking this way, and the kids are over here fighting. All right, so as far as their mind, they're all about materialism with the Queen of Pentacles. That's all they worry about is the pentacle. You see, they have the pentacle beside them because that's what's equal to them in their life. All right, and then we have the 7 of Pentacles again, materialism. They invest in the wrong things. Their mind is all about the money. So what can I marry you for? What can I use you for? Thank you, Carmen. Welcome. Let's get more on the mind. All right, clarify the 10 of Cups for their mind, the enemy in our energy, the prince. Give us more on the Ten of Cups and their mind. Clarify the Ten of Cups for their mind. The Prince. Give me more on the Prince and their mind with the Ten of Cups. Clarify. And the song Can't Feel My Face is on. So yeah, they probably get very drunk to the point they can't feel their face. Ten of Wands, they're very burdened. They're carrying a lot of baggage from a lot of relationships that they're in. And they're also two-faced. There's a face on the back of his head. And they probably also feel like they always have to watch out behind them for all the issues that they've caused other people. Now we have Under the Influence playing, and they probably are on a lot of alcohol and drugs. All right, give me some for the Queen of Pentacles for their mind. It's the Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Swords, 10-10. Betrayed. They will betray you for something that they want, which is money, gifts. And like I said, they're jealous of you. They cross-dress. They're into the same sex. So, yeah, they have a lot of hate crimes that they do. So they betrayed a lot of people. And guess what? That all comes back. They have a lot of conflict in their life. And the mental conflict, the mental issues. All right, give me some for the Seven of Pentacles for the Prince and the mind. Give me something for the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups again with the drinking. They drink a lot. They stay under the influence just to make it through each day, to work and to do the hustling that they do every day. Their mind needs clarity. It's very foggy. There's clouds in every one of these pictures. It's hard to see. Even the background behind him is very dark. You can't see anything that's going on. So spiritually, they've been blocked off completely. Yeah, and they're very deceitful. They will deceive you to get what they want. All right, give me something on the body. How do they treat the body, Holy Spirit, for the Prince? How does the Prince treat the body? How does the Prince treat the body? Okay, the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So basically, they will do anything for some change. They don't care what it is. That is their God right there. The money, the pentacle. They will do whatever it is you need them to do if you just flash them that money. And with the divine timing here, they will reap what they've sown coming soon, if not already. All right? Because the wheel is not in their favor. As you see, there's a snake there. And basically, they're being played by everyone that gives them money for stuff. They're being played by these people. These people aren't stupid. They know how they are. Give me more on their body. All right, we have... we have the Ace of Swords, which is the truth, and the King of Pentacles. Again, they're just worried about the pentacle. All right, that is the truth. You show them some money, they'll do whatever they need to do. All right, so let's get something on their soul. Give me something, Holy Spirit, on their soul for the Prince. Give me something on the Prince's soul. Eight of Swords, mental imprisonment. Basically, they speak negatively all the time. They are the woe is me. Their soul is empty. Give me more on their soul for the Prince. Give me more on their soul. Give me more on their soul. All right, the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. The Wands is usually somebody that's very passionate. They're leaders, but in this situation, they are not. As you see, her dog is hairless, boneless, everything, has no fur, nothing on it. She doesn't care. And then the Page of Wands is somebody who is usually starting something passionate. It's a new beginning. This one, his eyes are white. There is no new beginnings that he's getting. All right, and it's because he's got both hands on the wand. He's ready to fight everybody. He's just an empty soul, an empty vessel going through each day. Yeah, the moon. Everything's a secret with this person. I mean, they basically have become the moon. All right. Now, Holy Spirit, give me something on this person's relationship. All right, give me something on this person's relationship status right now. The Prince, this person's relationship status. This person's relationship. All right, let's see. So their relationship is with a Queen of Cups. Now remember, they are on the down low. They're into the same sex. They're also a cross-dresser. So they are with somebody who is supposed to be nurturing and very loving. And that could be you. But they don't want to be with this person. They just want to be this person. All right. Let's see. Give me more on their relationship status. The T on their relationship status. The Eight of Cups. They will walk away from this person in a heartbeat if they see something better or more flashy come their way. Two of Cups. They choose to be with someone who can give them the most because all they're worried about is materialism with the Pentacle. The only wish fulfillment they have is to drink and to gain material means. And they are a high priest, but they don't want to be in their spirituality. All right. Holy Spirit, give me something on the Prince, the enemy in our energy, the Prince. Give me something on the Prince that we need to know about this enemy, the Prince. Unrequited love. They do not care about the people that they say they are in love with or that they're married to. And poison. They're very harmful in these relationships because they don't care about the person. All right, give me more on the Prince. Masquerade Ball. They will always come in with a whole new identity. Very passionate, but they're always wearing a mask. Time to say goodbye, farewell. If you're still with this person, you need to say goodbye. They're not good for you. Dreams, pay attention to your dreams. The higher ups could be giving you signals on to leave them. And kiss. They feel like, and it says, a drunk all. No friendly drop left. So a poisonous kiss after you drink from them. Drink what they have. And they are somebody that wants revenge because remember, they're jealous of you. They don't They don't find you cute. They want to be the cute. And they are very controlling. And they are married already. All right, anything else on the prince enemy? The nurse. They try to act like they're caring, nurturing, but they are the opposite. They could care less. They do not care about you at all. They have no emotions, period. All right. We're going to get some more messages. And haunted, the song is on, so they could be getting haunted by spirit guides for the way they've treated you. All right, give me something that we are unaware of, that we do not know, that is hidden on the prince. Something that we are unaware of and hidden on the prince enemy energy. The prince, tell me something about the prince that's hidden and unknown. Give me something on the prince. I almost said evil energy, so they definitely are evil. Enemy energy. Give me something on the enemy prince. Give me something on the enemy prince in our energy. Give me something on the prince energy. Something on the prince enemy energy. All right, we have connection, and it's mutual. Whatever ends up happening with us, they're grateful to have met you. In case you're wondering, yes, they're feeling it too. That's everything they will tell you in order to be in a relationship with you. But do they believe that? No. All right, anything else on the prince? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. All right, and we got crush. And it says, I can't help to smile every time I see you. So they're very good with their words. They will have you believing them in a heartbeat. But then all they want is to argue, be toxic. And again, the obsessive energy. Anything else on this prince enemy? And catfish. They're not really who they say they are. They wear a mask for every event. They pretend to be happy. They're very jealous of you because they want to be you. They're down low. They're into the same sex. They are a cross-dresser. And they pretend to be spiritual to connect with people that are spiritual. And they are, but they use it for the dark side. So expect communication from this person. Expect them to come on passionately, but they're still going to be using you. They're going to act like your best friend. They are queer into the same sex. And they're going to bench you just like the last time and ghost you. And they are going to continue cheating on you. Watch for the red flags. They're still going to be abusive. They're still going to give you mixed signals. And you need to set boundaries with this person. All right. So we got double confirmation. They are into the same sex. They are a cross-dresser. And they are jealous of you because they want to be you. Whether it's male or female, whatever. All right, so now, let's see. Let's get this one. All right, give me something on the prince. Give me something on the prince enemy energy and our energy. Give me something on the prince. What do we need to know about the prince enemy energy? Give me something on the Prince. Prince enemy. Give me something on the Prince enemy energy. Give me something on the Prince enemy. Give me something on the Prince enemy energy. Your mind. Let me like this out of my arms in my time. I'm on a bed. Please give me slowly. I remember this person drinks a lot. Because your body is looking for somebody. Looking for somebody like you. And about it, we need to talk about it. Yeah, nobody talk. Any more on the Prince to close out this deck? I'll say goodbye. AM. We're getting confirmation, I can tell you that. All right, so let's see what we got. So for the second pile, the Prince, we have catfish. So there's our confirmation. They are catfish on these dating sites. The child isn't theirs. They're probably paying child support for a child that's not even theirs. They're living a double life because they are down low. They like the same sex. They are a cross-dresser. They're always looking for evidence on what you've done to them, the woe is me, and victim mentality. They blackmail people to get what they want. They were molested as a child, or who knows, they could be the pedia energy and do that to others. Alcohol, I said they drink a lot. They are a swinger. They're on stimulants. Engagement ring shopping. They're already married, but they're probably proposing to somebody else as well. Could be a co-worker. They're on heroin as well. But guess what? They're also a church member. All right, they cheat. They give promise rings out, but never keep the promises. And guess what? They have intimacy struggles because they like the same sex. Okay. So next we'll get the states that they're from. So this person's on a lot of drugs and alcohol. They're trying to numb themselves. They're not healing their childhood traumas and wounds. And they're basically playing out all those traumas onto everybody else and playing the victim mentality. All right, what is the states that are relevant to the Prince? States that are relevant to the Prince. What you call down, take it out. Prince, states relevant to the Prince. I'll stop. All right, so for the states that we got for the Prince, pile 2, we have Virginia, we have Oklahoma, Illinois, Tennessee, Wyoming, South Dakota, and Washington. So you got Virginia, Oklahoma, Illinois, Tennessee, Wyoming, South Dakota, and Washington. All right, so that is what is relevant. Now I'll get some closing advice for pile 2. Holy Spirit, can I have some closing advice for those dealing with the prince enemy and their energy? Closing advice for the prince enemy and their energy, please and thank you. All right, give me some closing advice for those dealing with the prince enemy and their energy. All right, 4 of Swords and Queen of Swords. So with this person, you need to heal from the things they put you through so that you do not bring that into a new relationship. And with the Queen of Swords, you need to speak your mind with this person. You're not going to let them pass through the sword. You're going to keep that sword up as a boundary. And you're going to basically let them hear the truth of everything that they caused you. Give me more advice for the collective on this prince. And we got the Page of Swords. They're going to want to come through telling you all kinds of stuff. You don't need to hear it. You're going to be in your Empress energy and you're going to come at them just as evil as they came at you. Are you going to put your hands on them? No. Are you going to talk badly about them? No, but you're going to tell them the truth. You're going to tell them exactly how they made you feel. All right? They were supposed to be your wish fulfillment. They were not. They go to church, but guess what? Their church, they don't believe in God. He even has a smirk on his face sitting there at the throne. They are a magician. They like to play mind games. They like to play around with people's emotions. They hold back. They breadcrumb. They make people go in isolation because of all the trauma that they put them through. They are a player, this in and out energy, but they have the sexual struggles with intimacy because they're into the same sex and they can't come out with it. You just want to move forward. The Chariot goes forward. It never looks back. And 6 of Wands. Place your boundaries up with this person. You're not going to get any success with them. They are just jealous of you. And they want to be you. All right, so that is the Prince. So we're done with pile 1 and 2. So we're going to get some letters for the names for the Prince. All right. So let's get some initials for the names for the Prince enemy energy. Give us some initials, Holy Spirit, for the Prince. We got the letter V. We got the letter S. The letter Q. The letter I. The letter V again is significant. The letter X. The letter W. The letter V again, that's triple V's. So this person definitely has a V in their name somewhere. And 2 W's. W's are very prominent in the first pile and this pile. So I heard the name Valentino. So let's see. Valentino, Victor, Valerie, Viviana, that has 2 V's in it. Vesh. Is that a name? Vesh, an Indian name? And we got S, Sarah, Stacy, Susanna, Stephen, Starry, Smith, Scott, Q. We got Quentin, Quintino, Quisha, Queen, which they are cross-dressers, so they could go by Queen something. And then the letter I again. So we got a couple from the first deck, the first pile. It could be Isabella, Isaac, I don't know why I can't think of any I names. Isabella came out first, Isaiah, Isaac, and then X, Xavier, and then the two W's. Let's see, what has two W's in the name? Wentworth. William again. Wanda. All right, so W, X, I, Q, 3 V's, and an S are all significant to the prince. And like I said, if they wore a mask every day, like it said, then they probably have a different name for each day. All right, now we are on pile 3. All right, for the enemy and your energy. Pile 3, we have the shapeshifter. They project any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. Another one that uses a mask. All these people are going to have a mask on. They never show their true selves. And this person is reluctant. A feeling that you do not want to do something. So they don't want to heal. They don't want to do the work. All right. And then we have, I am fluid with my sexuality. So they're fluid as well. This relationship will not last. Drug habit. Something about a brother and a family member. All right. And then for these channel messages I got for them was weapon. They could carry a weapon. Ransom. Again, that energy of they will hold somebody against their will to get what they want. And it's probably materialistic items. Dates underage energies. Hostage. So again, they will hold you hostage to get some ransom out of you. Gonorrhea. They have an STD. It says you are on the right path, keep going. So you yourself are on the right path, keep going away from this person. And this one worships the devil energy. And witness, there's a witness to something that they've done, maybe this embezzlement. All right. All right. So let's get into the zodiac signs for the shapeshifter. Holy Spirit, give me some zodiac signs and houses for the shapeshifter enemy and our energy. Shapeshifter, enemy, energy. Shapeshifter, houses and zodiac. Shapeshifter. Shapeshifter in our energy. Shapeshifter. All right, they could have Saturn in their Scorpio house. So they could be a Scorpio or have Saturn in their Scorpio house, their 8th house. Any more on the shapeshifter? All right, we got this again. The Yang energy with Aries, Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Zodiac signs for the shapeshifter. Zodiac signs for the shapeshifter. Aquarius. So far a lot of water signs. And we have Uranus. They could have Uranus in the Aquarius. And they could be a fixed sign and have Jupiter in their fixed sign, which is Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, and Taurus. So Jupiter in any of those signs. Any more for the shapeshifter? We got the 11th house, Aquarius. And they could have a trine and Mars in Aquarius. All right, so we have Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius again, Aries, Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. Okay, so the shapeshifter. Let's get something. And we got Cool for the Summer song on, so they could just be a fling. That could have been your relationship with them just for the summer. All right, so let's see. Give me something about the mind of the shapeshifter, please, and thank you, Holy Spirit. Give me something on the mind for the shapeshifter. Their mind, they're always up in their head. All right? There's nothing good going on in their mind. They could have mental health issues. A lot of swords is also mental health issues. Give me more on their mind with the shapeshifter. The Tower. The Tower, they definitely, with the Nine of Swords, they have mental health issues going on. All right, they see illusions and delusions. They could deal with bipolar, schizophrenia. The Emperor, there's someone who abuses their power. Give me more on their mind, please. Okay. They could be a foreigner or live overseas. They only have a one-track mind. Like if anything else comes in their mind, they can't deal with it. They as well have drinking issues, which the drugs did come up. We have the 8 and the 6 of Cups. So they drink a lot. That's 14 cups altogether. And like I said, they have a one-track mind. They could either be foreign or deal with a lot of foreigners that they date. And the Devil on the bottom. They're very toxic. Yeah, they're always battling someone. All right, give me something on their body. Give me something on the body of the shapeshifter. How do they treat their body? How do they treat their body, Holy Spirit? King of Wands again. That King of Wands, okay? This is the dark King of Wands, so that means he's definitely a player. He doesn't use protection during relations. He doesn't care. He'll leave you out in the cold. Give me more on their body for the shapeshifter. Give me more on the body. Give me more on their body and how they treat their body. Okay, Knight of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups. They could have an STD and they don't know who they got it from. They had many options they were with. They can't remember. All right. So they're guarding themselves against something that they have, trying to heal. Okay, clarify the Knight of Pentacles for their body. The Ace of Pentacles, they could have did something in exchange for money. They thought it would be a good idea. And now they're feeling at a loss because they caught something. All right, give me something on the Seven of Cups for the shapeshifter's body. Seven of Cups for the shapeshifter's body. Seven of Cups, shapeshifter's body. More on this STD and their options. All right. King of Cups, Three of Cups. Again, their body, they drink a lot. They're more about drinking and not caring about what they put in their body. They don't know who they got what from. Yeah, so now they're in suspension, trying to figure out what happened, and they're feeling burdened. And they're getting judgment on this family situation that they're in because they chose the options to do something for money. Instead of moving to calmer waters, you could be seeing 666. They decided to breadcrumb you and go to somebody else where they can just have passion and fun. But that person was deceptful in not telling them what they had, an STD. And because they were in that player energy, now they're left to heal something that they don't even know who they got it from. All right, so let's see. Give me something on their soul for the shapeshifter, their soul. Give me something on their soul, the shapeshifter. All right, their soul, again, this one, the same as the Prince, Eight of Swords. They are soulless. They like to put people into mental imprisonments, but in reality, they are the one that's in the negativity and the mental imprisonment. Yeah, they're always at a loss. They're always feeling bound to stuff. They drink way too much. They have unhealed heartbreak. Their heart is even turning cold. And they hold back their true identity, their true authentic self, because they want to put everybody in an illusion by what they see, and they want to be guarded against everybody. All right, tell me about their current relationship that they're going through right now. All right, let's see. So the current relationship, they are with a Queen of Swords who is, again, treating them the same way that they treated you. Queen of Swords, very cutthroat. You see all the swords, it's all mental mind play, mental and words, cold-hearted, Not soft at all, not caring. She has the snake around her feet. So the same way you treated her, the collective, she's going to treat them. And they're not confused about which direction they want to go. They know exactly what they're doing and why they want to be with this person. All right. Give me more on their relationship with the Queen of Swords and the Two of Swords. Yeah, they invested in the wrong thing. Instead of investing in you, which was the sun that would make them shine and go further in life, they invested in something that was demonic. But that was destiny. That's how the wheel is turning. And that is your justice. All right. So now, let's get some more information. Give me something on the shapeshifter, the enemy in our energy, please and thank you. The shapeshifter. Give me more on the shapeshifter. Give me more on this shapeshifter. What we need to know. Again, they play this Romeo, but they resist having any feelings for anyone. So they come in as Romeo, but then they leave you blindly, not knowing what happened. Give me more on this Romeo or shapeshifter. Fear. They always have you in fear, worries, and concerns about them because you never know what they're doing. Again, with the revenge. And they don't protect you. You have to actually protect yourself from this person. They're very cunning, and they definitely are on the dark side of things. They whip up all kinds of potions. They do moon rituals. They will have you seeking help. They'll tell you you're the crazy one. You need the help, not them. It's time to say goodbye to this person. They are the kiss of death. They will ruin and end all of your dreams that you have. All right. Baby, loving you is on my mind. All right. Give me something on the shapeshifter that we are unaware of, something hidden under the moon that we do not know. Shapeshifter. Give me something on this shapeshifter we are unaware of and do not know. Shapeshifter. All right, we have love. They're starting to fall head over heels over you is what they'll tell you and want to marry you. They are jealous of you. Love struck. They'll make you feel like they're love struck. They are unstable. You need to place boundaries up with them. They are using you. And again, with the whole marriage thing, they'll make you feel like they love you and want to marry you for all the wrong reasons. Any more in secret that we don't know about the shapeshifter? Moving in. They're going to want to move in fairly quickly so you can pay for everything. Watch the red flags. They will cheat. They will ghost you. They are very, very toxic. It will just be a situationship. You guys are incompatible. And again, down low. They're down low. Usually if that jealousy comes up, they are down low. And mixed signals. They will give you mixed signals. They are unavailable. They lose interest quickly because they are a player. And they are immature. They could be younger than you or just have an immature state of mind. And they are abusive and they just like to have hookups. All right. All right, let's get some more on this person, the shapeshifter. All right. Give us something on this shapeshifter that we are unaware of. Shapeshifter, enemy energy. Shapeshifter, what do we not know about them? Shapeshifter, enemy. Shapeshifter energy. We're getting confirmations again. Shapeshifter energy on the things that came out in the cards and the channel messages. All right, let's see. So let's see. For the shapeshifter, they are an alcoholic. They have issues with alcohol. Molestation again. Either they were molested or they do that to others. They try to take their own life. They are broke. It says cannot commit. It says they say they're good, but they're not. They have mental health issues. They are going to do a surprise visit on you. They're going to surprise you with an engagement ring. They are bisexual. They are in an unhappy relationship. There are hidden texts on their phone. They come from a racist family and the child is not theirs. That makes me feel so sad. All right, now we're going to get some states that are relevant to the shapeshifter. Something that all right, states for the shapeshifter that is relevant. Shapeshifter. States for the shapeshifter. Memories flee of settling down just wasn't for me, but I can't find the worst. Shapeshifter. For no man, something that I want, something that the way you think to me. Any more for the shapeshifter? Damn. Something me. Your heart and breathing. Any more? Let's close out the states. Any more? All right. So we have. All right, the states relevant to the shapeshifter are New Hampshire, Texas, Missouri, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Utah, Arkansas, Indiana, Nevada, and New York. So we have New York, Nevada, Indiana, Arkansas, Utah, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Missouri, Texas, and New Hampshire are all relevant to the shapeshifter energy enemy. Okay. So we'll get some letters first and then do the final advice. Letters for the shapeshifter's name, please and thank you, that are relevant for the shapeshifter enemy energy. Man or woman. Damn, this one has a lot. Sheesh. All right, let's see what came out. That was a lot. But there's a lot of shapeshifters in the energy. All right, we got R. We got E. Double R. C. I got record. Somebody might have recorded something they weren't supposed to. O. E again. Double E, double R. Q. I. Q again. Double Q, double I. B. F. M. D. Maryland. G. W. W. Double W's. And double M. So we got double W's, double R's, double I's, double M's, and double Q's are relevant for this person's name. Now, I was getting intuitively for the Q's that this is what somebody calls them on the street. So like, hey Q or whatever. And we actually have the word that spells out record, R-E-C-O-R-D. We got a baby daddy, rib, Greg, Walter, Willie, Wallace, Esmeralda, Iggy, Ari with the I-R-A, Izzy, Bev, Betty, Brooklyn, Barb, Brantley, Bentley, Baxter, Rick, Rodney, Ralph, Raphael, Roger, Rodrigo, Esther, Fiona, Derek, Donovan, Melissa, Megan, Matthew, Melton, Oscar, Orlando, Carl, Carlos, Griselda, Christina, Carmen, not you, Carmen, Quentin, Carlisle, Carlicia, Edmund. You're on the good side. Eduardo, Ricardo, Rivera. I heard Reverend. All right. Now let's get some closing messages for the shapeshifter. I heard Filippo too, or Felipe. If you do. All right, let's get a closing message for the shapeshifter. Closing message for the shapeshifter. Episode. Closing message for the shapeshifter, for the collective. Give us a closing message, please, and thank you. Closing message. Give me more. DOWGC. Yeah, no, they don't stop. Give me more on the closing message for the shapeshifter. Give me more. All right, so if this person does show up, they are still going to try and play mind games on you and have control of your mind and your way of thinking. They're going to tell you you're lying about everything. They're still going to be unemotional, not emotionally available. They're still going to be all up in their head, have mental issues that they're dealing with, and they're still going to breadcrumb you and hold back from you. All right. So that is the shapeshifter, and now we're on to the last pile. And remember, these can be exes, these can be people you've had situationships with, they can be family members, all right? So the last pile, the archetype is the teacher. They manipulate or abuse students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. All right, they are not a good teacher. And their feelings is pensive, feeling a little sad and thoughtful, often quietly. So they pretty much are in a depressive mood every day. All right, the channel messages I got for this pile is money coming in soon. They may try and offer you some money. They are blocking your blessings. See what I mean? They have bad intentions. Something about a sister and a mother-in-law could be helping them with whatever they do. All right. And then for the channel messages, I got pedophilia energy. They work with kids, of course. They teach them wrong. Incest. They could have been molested. Psychic. They could be very psychic, but on the dark side. Homicide. Marries for money. Has secret families in different countries. It says your deceased loved ones want to speak to you. It says social media accounts, so they're doing something on social media that they probably shouldn't be. Dark web, yep, they're on the dark web doing stuff. They're an Uber driver. They could also be a police officer. They got a new car and they have aid and abet, willing to assist another in a crime. All right, so they are very dark, this teacher. All right, let me get some zodiac signs. Give me some zodiac signs for the teacher enemy, the dark teacher. Something for the teacher, zodiac and houses for the teacher, the enemy. Something for the teacher. They could be a Taurus. Put your hand under me and let me hold you. All right, we got Mercury and Venus in Taurus, so double Taurus. They're definitely a Taurus. Give me more zodiacs for the teacher. And we got fixed signs. Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces. Definitely a Taurus. That's 3 times now. Any more zodiac for the teacher? Give me more for the teacher. And we got Pisces. Any more? Oh, shit. All right, we have Aquarius. We have Aries, Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces. We have Scorpio. We have Virgo. And we have Uranus and Gemini and opposition in Gemini. So we have Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, Sag, Pisces, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Taurus. All right, so lots of Taurus in this pile. So we shall see. And you know, Taurus is all about the resources. And teachers are supposed to be filled with resources. Not just monetarily. All right. Give me something on the teacher enemy in our energy. Give me something on the teacher energy in our teacher enemy in our energy. Give me something on the teacher's mind. 7 of Cups. They're very delusional. Hey, Ginger. Yeah, they're very delusional. Their mind is always depressive. They also could drink a lot. They always feel like somebody's wronged them and like they're always getting karma. Give me something else on the mind for the teacher. Yeah, they feel like they never get celebrated for anything they do. They're always in conflict. They also could have a mental illness. All right, give me something on the body for the teacher. Give me something on the body for the teacher. How do they treat their body? How's this person treat their body? The teacher enemy. Give me something on the body for the teacher enemy and the energy. 8 of Pentacles. Hard. They're very hard on their body. They may talk down about the way they look. And they don't really mind like what goes into the body. Give me more on the body for the teacher enemy. Give me more on the body. All right, death. They feel like death becomes them because of the way that they treat their body. And then we have burdens. It's a burden when they look at themselves. They don't invest time into their body and being healthy. All right, give me something on their soul. Give me something on the teacher's soul for the enemy. Give me something on the teacher enemy soul. Give me something on the teacher enemy soul. All right, for their soul, they are cold. They are soulless. So he's basically holding his heart in his hand, and we all know the King of Swords has no heart. He is all about the mind and what he can do for himself. There is no soul there. All right, tell me about their relationship that they're in right now. Tell me about their relationship they are in right now that we need to know. Tell me about their relationship they are in right now. Tell me about their relationship. The Hermit. They are isolating against whoever they're in a relationship with. Yeah, there's no love there. They have no love to give. They're holding back. They're not healing. They're getting judgment placed on them for this. Give me more on their relationship. Yeah, they betrayed this person and the person betrayed them. They're leaving each other out in the cold. They're not happy with the choices they made. They're having third-party situations. Okay. Well, I'm glad that they're doing well since they left you guys collective. All right, so let's get some more information. All right, give me something on the teacher enemy that's in the energy. Teacher energy. Give me some more on the teacher. Controlling. A father, unrequited love. They're very controlling. They had to have control of everything, and it's unrequited love. They do marry people, but like I said, it's unrequited. They do want to reconcile with you, but it's going to be a dark deal. It's going to be a deal with the devil if you take them back. They're very aggressive. They're in their ego. Any more for the teacher? They will betray you. They are narcissistic. Any more for the teacher? Juliet. They see you as their Juliet. But it's only so that you can be, so they can be dependent on you and don't have to do anything, any work. Yeah, they want somebody that's caring and loving so they can suck the life out of you. They do moon magic, love spells. And they're very controlling. They want to control somebody. All right, give me something on the teacher, enemy, and our energy, please, and thank you. Teacher, enemy, and our energy, please, and thank you. Teacher. Okay, we have another one that is down low and likes the same sex. That's who they have chemistry with, but they choose not to be with them. They're very immature. They have lots of red flags that show they are a loser. because they will forget their wallet on purpose, so you pay. All right, they just want friends with benefits. They like to argue. They want situationships. They are very toxic. They thrive on toxicity. They give you mixed signals. They are a player. You're incompatible with them because they will cheat. Anything else on this teacher? Slow down. Think before you decide to go back with them. They'll make you think like it's a perfect match and a perfect connection. They're going to make sure you're vulnerable. They catfish because they lie about who they are. They're into poly relationships. They pretend. They will just use you. They will continue to have secrets you don't know about. Okay. So it seems like a lot of these people have unhealed wounds from their childhood, maybe dealing with molestation, things of that sort. And now that they're adults, they're confused. They don't know what's going on with their feelings. And that's something that they need to heal from. All right, so let's get this. All right, give me something on the teacher that we do not know that is hidden under the moon. Something on this teacher. We got the song Bigger in Texas on. Teacher. Teacher. Enemy. Low. Yeah, somebody's on the down low. Teacher and enemy. Teacher energy. Teacher energy. Anything else we need to know from this deck to close it out? Damn. Okay. So the things we do not know about this person, the teacher, is they're all into the gang life. They're planning a romantic getaway, maybe with you. They use tattoos to cope with pain. They're physically abusive. It says, I say I'm good, but I'm not. They do cocaine. They may be surprise visiting you with a trip. They are a church member, and they're in a karmic relationship. Okay. Let's get some states, and then we'll get a final message for the teacher. Give me some states for the teacher that's relevant and significant. States for the teacher. All right, any more states to close out this deck? Hi. This love, hit the flow. No, 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 no. Teacher. All right. Hi. Okay, so the states we have for the last pile 4 for the teacher is North Dakota, Mississippi, Maryland, Alaska, Delaware, Georgia, Vermont, Idaho, Montana, Arizona, Missouri, California, Rhode Island, Minnesota, and Utah. So again, we have North Dakota, Mississippi, Maryland, Alaska, Delaware, Georgia, Vermont, Idaho, Montana, Arizona, Missouri, California, Rhode Island, Minnesota, and Utah. Is all relevant for pile 4, the teacher enemy energy. All right, let's get some letters for the names. Can we have some letters for names that are relevant for the teacher enemy energy? Letters for the teacher enemy energy. All right, letters for the teacher. Okay, we have the letter D, the letter L, down low. They're definitely down low. The letter I, C, M, O, double D. They could have double D's. A, triple D, N, U, P, and O. They could have a probation officer or a police officer, so that's double O's. All right, Derek Donovan. I heard drag queen. Darlene, Darla, Delilah, Dream, Lila, Lily, Lucy, Lisa, Lamont, Leandra, Leonard, Lonnie, Lenny, Carl, Carlos, Collins, Colleen, Christina, Carly, Karina, Patricia, Patrick, Philip, Marlo, Marlon, Mickey, Michael, Orlando, Oscar, Ollie, Nancy, Nicole, Nettie, Ursula, Arthur, Ara, Allie, Leah, Nia, Mio, we got that in the channel message. Clarence, Pam, Penny, Dom, Connie, Monty, Millie, Amelia, Annie, Anthony, Alvin, Okay. All right. Natalia, I just heard. Luna, which is crazy. All right, we will get a final message on the teacher. Give us a closing final message on the teacher that the collective needs to know, please and thank you. Closing message, advice for the teacher. Damn. All right, let's see what flew out. All right, so this person is going to come in acting a fool and be foolish because they're going to think that they can fool you into thinking that they are everything that they need for you for this family situation. They want to come back to you, and they haven't even walked away from the family that they are with right now. All right, give us more advice for the teacher. More advice for the teacher. Yeah, they play mind games, of course. They're going to continue to breadcrumb, continue to have conflict with you, stay in a player mode, continue to hold back. They're going to be in this Hierophant evil energy, like they are everything. They're God. They're going to act like they're your knight in shining armor. So you need to stay single. If it's between this person and single, you need to stay single. All right. So to sum it up, you had a beggar. That was the first one. There's somebody who is dependent on others. Prince, who uses his looks to get what he wants. A shapeshifter, they're anybody and whoever you want them to be, as long as they get what they want. And then a teacher, someone who should not be around kids, period. All right, so I will, in exchange for gifts, I will answer a question. If you sent a gift already, go ahead and put your question in there. And I will answer that. Okay. All right. So if you put, if you gave a gift already, go ahead and put your question in there. I'll answer it now for anyone. Because it never lets me see. I know, Carmen, you put one in. Ginger, you want me to answer something for you? Let's see. Okay. You can put one in if you like. Oh my gosh. What in the world? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Will my money situation get better? All right. Oh, Carmen, understand the money situation get better. Help the money situation get better. Holy Spirit, please and thank you, Archangel Michael. Carmen's money situation get better. Michael, her money situation get better, please and thank you. Carmen's money situation get better. Our money situation gets better. Clarify the King of Wands. Well, I asked him and Archangel Michael came out. Because I do know your situation some, and you were betrayed by a King of Wands. So, Archangel Michael is here to help balance out your path. He's saying make plans for the future on making money. She's the businesswoman. So, you know, you have other abilities that you can use. Find your calling. Archangel Michael wants you to get into your calling and start working on that. And then your money's going to pan out. And he wants you to heal from the betrayal issue as well. So he's saying, so Archangel Michael is here saying for you to plan for the future on your own. Not saying that you're going to be on your own, but he wants you to get into your calling and master that right now after being betrayed. And the pentacles are slow, so that could be up to a year. If we use that as a timeline, yeah, your calling, your purpose in life, it's not doing what we do on a daily basis. It's, you have a spiritual calling. Let me see. What is Carmen's calling? What is Carmen's calling? It's saying manifest the money. You know how. Manifest. Yeah. Spirituality. Use your gifts. That's your calling. What is her calling job that she should be doing? Sun, hold on. Let me look that up as far as the jobs. We have, where is it? The Sun. We have, okay, it could be any of these things that could be your calling. Public speaker, inventor, IT specialist, actor, photographer, event host, or child's teacher, or accountant, banker, builder, or farmer, meaning that you grow stuff. It could be any of those things. Any of those fields. And you love kids, so yeah, so take the leap of faith with the kids. That's the truth. Use your intuition, your intuitive nudges on what they're telling you. Yeah, the kids. That'll make you happy. And remember, if you're doing something you're happy, the money comes in automatically. We don't even have to think about it. All right, it is 8 o'clock. I'm going to end it there. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Hope you guys enjoyed this one on what's the tea of your enemies and the energy. And yeah. So have a great night. Stay prayed up, meditated up. Remember your spiritual baths and showers. Get your manifestations out there. Now's the time to do it. I need to do the same. I've been slacking a little, so I need to do that tonight. And yeah, just listen to your intuitive nudges on what spirit guides are telling you to do. They're always right. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Ginger, you get some sleep too. Love and miss all of you. Okay. Have a great night.